So it's the next morning and we're checking out the room. To do so, all we have to do is drop off the key, my card's going to be charged, and then we'll be emailed a receipt. Going down for breakfast is a modified service, buffet style, but with the food brought to you. Around the restaurant you can see everyone's nicely spaced out. The breakfast is buffet style but brought to a plate, so they'll bring you everything you need instead of having to go up and help yourself with lots of people there.
Just returning the car to Tegel Airport. All we have to do is drop it off in the drop-off bay, put the keys in a box, not come into contact with anyone. They'll take it away and they'll give it a full deep clean before the next person that uses the car. So we park the car up and we just put the keys around there and then leave it here.
So Berlin Airport's pretty different to London. You go through the same place to check in as you do to get to the airplane, but we've already checked in, so just straight through passport control and then board the plane. So waiting for the plane, you can see not many people around, plenty of room, social distance, don't have to go near anyone.
Sat in rows 11 to 14. Please collect your belongings and make your way to the air.
So just landed in Heathrow. Before going through security, we just have to fill in a quick form with contact details just in case we've been near anyone who's tested positive for coronavirus. So overall, definitely a very different travel experience at the moment, but you can tell that everybody along the journey had taken care to make sure that contact was reduced and hygiene standards were increased. Definitely the biggest things I noticed were the amount of screens that you found between you and anybody you were coming into contact with when traveling. The hygiene standards absolutely everywhere, from the car hire to the aircraft and the hotel and the car and the transfer provider as well. And also the amount of times that our details were being taken. So whether we're at a restaurant, the hotel, putting the car in or arriving back in the UK, every single time they took our contact details so that if we'd come into contact with anyone who had contracted coronavirus, they'd be able to contact us, we'd be able to get tested and self-isolate. So definitely a very different experience travelling for work at the moment, but it is definitely possible and a lot safer than it had been beforehand.